What's going on? Big A, the Manky Geek, coming at you with another video. And in all honesty, I didn't actually want to talk about this in any way, shape or form. I was going back and forth with myself as to whether I wanted to say anything about it or not. But last night, or rather this morning in the UK actually, I went to bed quite late. I was like, I'm not watching this until the morning, but there's a live stream featuring Renfamous and Kevin Logan. And it was kind of about Comicsgate and Ethan Van Sciver. And honestly, it just felt like I was watching like two girls whinge about another girl behind her back. That's what it looked like to me. It's that kind of stuff I'm not into. I'm not interested in. It's pointless to me. It's pointless unless you're gonna actually talk about the talking points that people have raised and want to have a discussion about that. Great, but just to kind of like whinge about someone to spite them and because you don't like them and they don't like you, and you kind of found a platform to do that on, that will gladly have you on just so you can have your say without you being criticized for things that you yourself have done online. Yeah, I'm kind of not into that. It was just boring. It was just kind of like pathetic to watch. And it was just a repeat of what we've seen like so many times, like the misrepresenting of people's arguments, claiming that there's a leader in Comicsgate. Like I myself, I don't say I'm Comicsgate anymore. I just excuse me, I've not said that in a long time. Just because no one's going to agree 100%. But I think I have kind of certain opinions that people would agree with who may or may not call themselves Comicsgate. So I don't really call myself that, but I could easily tell someone as to what my opinions are with what's going on in the comic book industry, how I think it could have been avoided, how I think it can be resolved. So yeah, I have negative things to say about certain characters and the way kind of certain writers come across and whatnot. I don't agree with any of the harassment that's gone on, but also I need to say, like, if you put something out there online that's definitely going to aggravate people and you know it is, and you do that knowingly, and then someone comes back at you with a response and then you claim harassment, you're out of order. Like that's such a kind of like sneaky thing to do because you're inviting it, you're making it happen, you want it to happen. It's almost like you want it to happen so you can have that label of being kind of some kind of online victim, and I just think that's sad. But yeah, overall, there wasn't really anything said that I didn't expect to hear. Like Kevin Logan's an interesting character because I've seen him on live streams in the past, and he just seems to be an internet tough guy to me. Like, no disrespect to him, but that's what it appears like. He likes to unperson people, you know what I mean? So he can just then say what he wants about them, throw insults their way, guilt by association. It's all that kind of thing, and it's all just like, it's all just boring. It's so boring. I want to see real. If people are going to do live streams, I don't care whether you're pro Comicsgate, anti Comicsgate, you're neutral, or you don't describe yourself as something, but these are your opinions. Whatever the hell you are, I don't even really want people to have debates. I really want people to kind of express what their ideas are, because I think that would be much more productive, as I reckon a lot of people would end up having the same ideas. Like if you didn't attach groups to the ideas that people had, you just stated what your idea is and what your opinion is, I think it'll turn out that there'd be a lot of people between the groups that actually agree rather than disagree. I guess the one thing that people would really kind of like fall out over is to how it's actually done and how something has succeeded, rather than like the kind of, my ideas are this, I believe we should have these kind of characters and writers should be aiming for this kind of stuff and blah blah, and you can have these characters and blah and all that kind of stuff, but they need to be kind of done in this more kind of traditional way of like the hero's journey and stuff like that. I reckon actually a lot of people would agree on that kind of stuff. It's just the way it needs to be executed, that's what people disagree on, and certain online behaviors. I don't think any kind of behavior is justified. Just because you've had someone say something mean to you, it doesn't mean you should then add to that with the same kind of like nastiness. Like I can't, in regards to this live stream, I can't agree with, or already think it was a good idea to mock anyone involved in that live stream in any way. I don't agree with, like, say dissing someone's looks, for example, or something like that. I know it's all like fun and games, especially when someone seems to kind of invite that stuff towards them and they do have like quite a big following online. But to be honest, it's like people like a crusade and you're giving them something to crusade about. So it's not, that wouldn't help. But yeah, I want to see real conversations, man. Stop with this freaking one-sided crap. Like, whether it's coming from either side or not, like, there is no leader in Comicsgate. There never has been. There never will be. There's just people who seem to agree on a few points, and that is it. It's literally that simple. It's not that hard at all. I mean, I've sent out an invitation to anyone to come to me for a discussion a long time ago, a year ago. Probably not that many people have seen it because my channel's, well, pretty much dead, more or less, which is cool. I've got regulars that do show up. Thanks for supporting me. But yeah, YouTube, I don't know. It's my content isn't really good for the algorithm, like I said before. But yeah, it was just weird. The whole thing was just weird. It was very high school, very juvenile, and that's not what I want to see from. Well, I guess you can't even call it a two-sided conversation because it's not. It was really just one side. Yeah, I'd like to see people try better with that kind of thing, and just be mature about it. Just stop throwing insults around. Stop throwing around hearsay of she said, he said, and all this kind of stuff. Just stick to facts. If you've got a personal problem, talk about your personal problems. That's fine, but there's no one representing the whole group, because that's just not possible, and it's stupid. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about the whole kind of live stream thing. I think if you're gonna do it right. Maybe Kevin Logan did it in bad faith because I think he'd already made up his mind anyway. And seeing his interactions with Ethan online, I think he likes having something to fight against. I think he's a bit of an internet tough guy. Like I said before, he seems to do that quite a bit from all the stuff I've seen him on over the years. And it's just odd. I think for him, it's like, this is what he does on the internet is, I don't want to say it's his life, but he seems to be very passionate about it, which would suggest that he spends a lot of time on it. So, but yeah, now I'm just rambling. You can tell when I'm rambling. But yeah, I don't know, we've got to get smarter. Not even we, I don't even want to say we. Just live streams have to be smarter. If you want to see people, I don't even want to see debates, because debates, people try and win, and it can turn out not pretty. And I don't think you can ever really have a 100% neutral moderator. You can have close to, but I don't think you'll ever really get a real kind of like neutral moderator, unless they know nothing of kind of like the thing being like debated about. But yeah, we can do better. If we want to have conversations, you just got to be better. You just got to be better about it. And I mean that to kind of like everyone. Like, I'm sure there's many people on both sides of the argument that would like to have real conversations and debunk things that aren't true. Like, one of the weird things in the Kevin Logan stream was how they said Comicsgate was mostly white and male, but then they also acknowledged that there were minorities, LGBT, and people of colour, although I personally don't use that term myself, that were within Comicsgate. But then they overlooked that entirely and stuck with they're all male alt-writers with stunted emotions and stuff like that. I was just like, you acknowledge something, but then you chose to ignore it so you can stick to the same talking points that you always stick to. And I don't understand that. I don't understand how you can both acknowledge and ignore something at the same time. And that thing that they decided to ignore would destroy their kind of own argument. Convenient. But there you go. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling about a stupid live stream that took place in the early hours of the morning that, to be honest, I don't really care about. But for some reason, I've decided to make, like, I don't know, 8 or 9 minute video of it, of me rambling, because I'm an idiot and it's Sunday and I guess I've got nothing better to do. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want. And as always, catch you on the next one.